Hello and welcome to No Man's Sky, everybody. ElanPaul here, and this is a special episode of the Voyagers 2025 playthrough. This special episode, as you saw by the title, is going to be for the Corvette expedition as a final hurrah. I think it's going to be released the day before the end of the run. So I hope you all have enjoyed the Corvette expedition. It's really introduced an amazing content for No Man's Sky, and I think we all are very proud of what that has become. We are very pleased by it. We're very happy with Hello Games for what they've developed. It has introduced so many new players to the game, and we hope that you all have enjoyed it. Again, if you all have questions, comments, anything to say about the game, please drop a line, let us know. At the very least, I will read all of them, and I will give you an acknowledgement of that, and if I liked your comment, you'll get the little heart. If it is a nice response, if there's some kind of question involved, I will usually respond to those messages. So let's get started. I want to try to get this done in less than an hour. I know this expedition, a lot of folks are doing it and taking their time with it, but I'm not going to take my time, nor am I going to be reading through anything. So I'm going to go ahead into here to the expedition terminus, select equipment. We're not selecting anything. I'm just going to go ahead and start the expedition from this save. All right, here we go. So I will be able to get my first Corvette this way. I can pull it over into the regular save, but this is a playthrough save, so I'm not sure if I'm going to pull it over anytime soon, but I have to if I want to get anything out of it. I can't let it squalor away in there, if you will, for any length of time, because that could cause a problem. So let's go ahead and get this started. As you can see by the episode, we're about a minute 45 seconds started into it, so I want to have this done before the hour is up. The good news is we're starting at a time of day that is daylight. I don't have to worry about freezing my butt off. Kind of a warm day there, 100 degrees Fahrenheit. Good grief. Ah, fantastic. Gravitino balls, oxygen, condensed carbon, all right there next to me.
Aerial propulsion jetpack online.
Everything we need for a growing Corvette.
Multi-tool inlining laser attachment operational.
Okay, let's get started, folks. Let's check our multi-tool out.
Initialization sequence complete.
Let's do a little bit of maneuvering over here. Okay, we kept a supercharged slot or two from our other one. I'm not going to use them. That would be an unfair advantage. We need to uninstall that. Okay, good. All right, we're all set. First things first. We need about 150 carbon. 150 ought to do. And the trees give us about, as you can see, about 50 each. These little guys give about 20 to 25, but as you warm your laser beam up, it should allow you to get enough real quick. There we go. How much do we have now? 230. Good grief. All right, let's get a little bit of oxygen. Before we grab the gravitino balls, I'm going to grab some condensed carbon. I need about 40 or so. Yeah, I've got 38. Go figure. We're just shy of how much we need. That's okay. That's all right. All right, we're going to get some more in a little bit here. So let's grab these. We're going to need these for money. Okay, how many did we get? I didn't count that. 8. That's okay. We need more. Okay. Not much more, but this ought to do. That's more than enough now. Now, you can ignore the sentinels. Just run away from them. And if you happen to see any more condensed carbon, grab it. A little extra oxygen doesn't hurt. You don't have to have a ton of it. These are the best type of pets if you can get one of these. They're great for surveying planets with, if you want to be close to the ground. Okay. Oh, you know what? I do need a little extra of this stuff. There we go. Silicate powder, yes. Alright. One of these might have what I'm looking for. Got some sodium out of them, anyway. Okay. So, can we We can uninstall that. That gives us the rest of our condensed carbon we needed. Excellent. All right, so we don't need anything else. We're all set to go. Let's go ahead and jump in. Yeah, we know. Atlas connection not found, log recover, unhealthy buzz, blah, blah, blah. We can't repair anything, so we're going to receive the incoming call. Forgotten, station coords. Okay, signal is so compromised, we can't get anything out of it. We got the orbital uplink. Okay, exit the ship. We're going to make an orbital uplink. We only need one. There we go. From the chromatic metal we got from uninstalling our boltcaster. So there we go. We're in the space station. So let's go ahead and get our reward real quick, which is going to be Corvette's basic modules pack. And we're going to sell the copper, which we don't need, the carbon nanotubes, salvage data, the gravitino balls. And we don't need that dihydrogen. We'll get rid of it. Okay. And everything else we'll keep. Alright. Let's head over to a platform and start building. Alright. Create new. I'm going to drop down the landing gear. I'm going to drop down both. I got to keep an eye open because I need a particular dude to land. I don't see him yet. Oh, and is that on the back? I can't tell. There we go. Need the weapons. Put it up top. We're all done. Here, got nearly everything up top done. All the technology areas are open and ready. So let's grab a picture of this. That's our next item we need. Got the picture. Okay, let's place the mission radar. Then uninstall. I can't move for some reason. There we go. There it is. Uninstall the mission radar. And we need to purchase a couple things from the terminal over there. We're not getting any other ships to land. It might be a glitch here, so we'll have to keep our eyes open. Someone's landing right now. That is a hauler and is not going to help us at all. Okay. We need all your ferrite dust. We need 1 dirty bronze, 2 microprocessors, and a metal plate. That's it. Can't believe we're not getting the ships to land that we need. Okay, let's go ahead and drop down a portable refiner. That's not what I asked for. I said portable refiner. A little bit, no, not condensed carbon, regular carbon in here. Let's get the bronze done. That gives us all the silver we need. And let's take a look, make sure nobody else has landed. He'll do, but we'll get our 2 rewards. He'll have something we need. He's not going to have everything we need, but we'll go ahead and hit this pilot up real quick. I think he has at least dioxide, if I remember correctly. I don't know if he has any of the chromatic metal. Sometimes they do. Oh, he does. He has everything. Okay, that's all we needed. Alright, so let's go ahead up here. We have a couple upgrades to get for our hyperdrive, so we're going to go ahead and grab those. Alright, and in order to get them, we have to sell our Scatter Blaster S-Class upgrade, and then we're going to grab a C-Class and a B-Class hyperdrive. Okay, we're all done. And we have all the items we need. Alright. Now we also need gold, but one of the items we got as a reward is living pearls. There's all the gold we could ever possibly want. Okay, we're all done. Time for us to leave this space station. Alright, so as we head out, the next thing we need to do is we're going to go ahead and change some stuff that's already changed. Okay, let's go over here. I'm going to set that to number 3. And we're going to go ahead and go to autopilot and just have it go ahead and cruise over. As it's cruising, we can... Is there anything we need to do while we're in here? No. We can make sure everything's all set over here. Let's go ahead and put these in our ship. We can repair this now that we have everything we need. Okay, is there any... Yeah, there is a supercharged slot. That's good. Alright, let's move some stuff around. Hyperdrive right here. C-class. Okay, good. That should give us 357 light years. Excellent. Put these in here. And we're all set. Open up the back hatch. Got our 30 seconds hands-free. Fly over to our ship again. Get that one. Upgrades for our ship or a particular gun. So I'm going to go ahead and put that in. There we go. That's also for the gun. Landing. Landing. Okay, this goes with the cockpit area. There it is. Okay, good. Alright, we're all set. There we go. Stepped out into the black. Yep, that 30 seconds is done. You know what? Let me see what happens if I can close it. I don't know if it'll work. Excellent. Alright, and we're done with this system. So now we can head on out. So our next stop in our wonderful run is to head over to Rendezvous 1, which is all the way over here. So let's go ahead and hit that. 2 things we're going to grab here. There's an asteroid field I'm going to be tackling to get the 40 asteroids I need. And at the same time, we're going to get attacked by Sentinels. So I need to get 3 ships taken out, so we're going to use our cyclotron and our guns in order to take care of them. Now, there used to be... Oh, there it is, the asteroid field. The asteroid field I wasn't getting last time. Just use this. Wait for him to go past us. There we go. Ah, crud. Afraid that was going to happen. Got him. Okay. Now, if you want to, you can go into the expedition and choose in phase 3 to see how many asteroids you got going on. We're up to 26, so that's good. Now, one other thing we need to do, we need to make in here a bunch of these. There we go. Excellent. So orbital uplinks will come in really handy later on. Ready to go. There, he's heading away from... Well, now we're getting closer to him. Got him. Okay. And I don't know if we got them all. I think we might have gotten all of our asteroids that we needed. Pretty sure we did by now. But getting the extras can't hurt. Alright, now this is going to be a twosome here. It'll be 2 ships, but we only need to get 1. Get back on his tail. Done. And he should give up. There we go. There we go, and we basically just need to get to the space station now. Now to do that, what we want to do is we want to stand up, and then we can use one of these. It's a quick beam into the space station, very fast. Now again, we're at Rendezvous 1, so the point here is that we just need to hit this terminal over here. Station core, and get this out of the way. There we go. Just 1 complete. And we're done with this space station, exactly. Now, there is a couple things we need to do. Okay, we don't really need that, but we do need the upgrades, and I should have put them up top. That's okay. What do we got? Okay, that gives us... Oh, we got an anomaly detector. How interesting. Okay, a little extra gold. Alright, what does that give us? This. That comes in handy for us. These will be selling. Alright. And we got to go here. This is for our suit. But as you can see, we now have an upgrade for our hyperdrive. Let's see what kind of a hyperdrive upgrade it gave us. Just efficiency. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to put that in here for now. We do need a bigger or better upgrade than that, so I'm going to hold off on that. We did get our 10 life supports, and we should be getting some batteries soon. Let's see. I think that's over here. There it is. Okay, so we got... There you go, 10 batteries. And we got some microprocessors. We got some more ammunition. All right, we're all set. So this is us leaving. We could hit the terminal and see if we can't find, that is the Starship terminal, and see if we can't get another hyperdrive upgrade, but we shouldn't need it yet. So our next stop on our wonderful list of places to go is going to be... There's a couple different planets we can go to. First of all, we should go straight to Rendezvous 2, but Rendezvous 2 is pretty far away. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back to where we came. This is our starter planet here, and 2 systems away right here is a system called Hobgoblin's Corner. I'm going to go ahead and hit there because there's a couple different things we can do while we're there. One of them is getting the S-Class upgrade. Now, there's a lush planet there that I can fall in on or visit and go fishing, but we're going to have to get over to the space station instead. So I'm going to stand up and I'm going to use one of these. We can stay out of the pirate battle. Okay, if you think you need more chromatic metal, there's some in the terminal at this station. But the technology merchant is very handily have for us an S-Class hyperdrive upgrade. So we're going to take that upgrade and put it in our system here. It should give us 220 and the life. It's really the efficiency that I'm looking for. So I'm going to move this down here, and we have 657 light years. As long as you get 650, you're good. Okay, so we're done here. Now we should really hit the lush planet real quick because that's a quick hit and a quick take, and what we can do is we can do a little bit of skydiving while we're at it. But as soon as we get to the planet, we're pretty much done with this system. We don't have to do the dissonance here, but we can. Yeah, maybe we should. All right, let's go ahead and do that while we're here. We want to go for this general area over here because that's where the just to give you a rough idea, let me show you. Put the sun at a different angle and you look at the planet. There's islands right there. You can't see them because there's a storm going on right now. Go figure. That backfired on me. But there we go. And as soon as you hear the chime, stand up. And that gives you your lush planet as soon as you stand up, and you can operate the hatch and jump. This planet has gravity storms, so you will have to get a little bit of assistance getting down. While you're there, while you're flying through midair, go ahead and jump in here and get your grounded reward. It gives you your fishing unit. And put that in your multi-tool. There we go. And go to phase 4 and choose this one, fall for 60 seconds. And as you can see, I am at around 25. Trying to aim for land, 30. As long as you hit the clouds when you're around 30, you should be good. I tried to also scan for 3 animals on a dissonant planet. Oh, I'm way off. I gotta go over here. There we go. Get to the edge of the plains over there. So I'll usually open this up and I'll watch for animals to suddenly start appearing. but you're floating a little bit
Weather update.
easier because of the storm that it was here. There we go.
Units received. Units received.
That's 2. There should be 1 more. If you can't see the 1 more that's flying through the air, hit the water. And while you're in the water, swim down just a touch and scan one of those animals. There you go.
Received.
Where's the shore? There it is. So we've got our 3 animals. We've got skydiving, lush planet, 3 animals all in 1 shot. And this is not the best beach in the world. I wish I was more over that way. Yeah, that's a better place right over here. Okay. Let's pull in our ship. Should be good. And let's do a little fishing. So what we need here is we need to catch 3 fish. Any 3 fish will work. And this is the boring part of the expedition. And we're about 20 minutes into this run. Come on now. You want the bait. Take the hook. There's actually no bait on this hook, but whatever. Fishy number 1. Now we also have to cook the fish while we're here, but we're going to fight some sentinels, I think, while we're at it. Okay. Come on. Take the hook. Let's go. Come on. You know what you want. There we go. Fishy number 2. A jellyfish. 1 more. It's been just about a minute now. Come on. I don't know why I do that. It's like it's going to make any difference by yelling at my screen. And, oh my gosh, you got a singing sea snail S-Class. I love it. Alright, so the next thing we need to do is we're going to look through here and see if there happens to be a sentinel nearby, which I don't think there was. Since there's not, we're going to go after a gravitino ball about 50 units away. Looks like it's right in front of the nose of our ship, just about. Pick that up. Ah, there they are. And it sent 3 after me this time. We need to get 8 of these guys. Two. And I gotta reload, of course. There we go. Pick up the greed barrels for repairs. And then what I usually do is I head down back to the beach and stand along the beach. It's a flatter area. There's usually nothing around. There's no, stuff around that can get in your way. And here, I got 3 more. That's good. Hi, buddy. How you doing? 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Reload. Now, there's a whole bunch out there someplace, but I'm not worried about them. Now, this time you're going to get at least 2 of the flyers and a spider. There's the 2 flyers. The spider's probably in the water. But that's okay. You only need to get the 2 flyers. 1, 2. And we're done. And you can pick these up if you want, or you can head out. You're now finished. So what we're going to do something kind of sneaky here. We're going to get into the cockpit, and we're going to fly away. Because if they send more flyers after us, we won't be able to get away from them. The clock will never stop counting. Then stand up. While we're waiting, and the counter is going down, we're going to build a nutrition unit, go into the nutrition unit, and drop our sea snail in. And we're going to get a snail fillet. I'm going to keep that. And then delete that, and that's gone. Okay, we're done. And let's get one of our rewards. The skydiving, stardiving, pardon me, gave us rocket boots plans. And then over here, the Undying Horde gives us 1,000,000 units. We need the money. And the Wild Things gives us an echolocator. And some upgrades for our exosuit. And while we're waiting, go back in here and use your echolocator. And now that that's done, you can get back in your cockpit and fly over to, because now that the timer's expired, you can fly over to your Harmonic Echo, which is about 45 seconds away. Okay. So, didn't quite land where I wanted to, but it looks like, I swear, it looks like we got another storm going on. There we go. And we're about, what, 24 minutes into this run. So we have to stop here at the Harmonic Echo. We have to get a multi-tool from this location. Hopefully we can just hover, get out of my seat, and I can beam down to the surface. Beam me down. Oh yes, it definitely is a storm. Okay. Alright, so we're going to go through the main storyline on this particular thing, something you haven't seen in my regular playthrough yet, but I'm just going to ignore what it says. We'll get to this later, don't you worry. We have to get into the memory registries, so we have to do the math on this, so it looks like it's 4, 9, and then 15. 4, 9, 15. Input override glyphs. You can put them in any order, it really doesn't make a difference. 4, 9, and I'm going to put 15 down here. There. Compliance, access granted, Harmony awaits you, lift the lockdown. Okay, we got to go right back in, and we have to unlock multi-tool seal, deactivate it. Alright, and then we can head over here, get a multi-tool. It's actually, this one over here is a nice one, it's an A class, but I really don't care, we don't need it anymore. So I'm going to go back to the other one just because it has everything I need on it already. Kind of weird, but there you are. Alright, so we've done everything we need here. We did 5 different milestones while we were here. I'm going to beam back up to my ship. We're done with this planet. Okay, up we go. Into hyperspace. So we're done with that. We've gotten to Rendezvous 1, starter system. We've done this area here. We need to get to Rendezvous 2 next. Now that we have our upgrade, we can get straight to Rendezvous 2, which is 400 light years away. So I'm going to head there now. 26 minutes in, a little over. So I'd say this is a pretty good run. This is in real time, by the way, the 26 minutes. So in-game time is usually different. The hyperspace menus and stuff like that, they don't usually count, if you will. There we go. Beam to the station, and we're at Rendezvous 2, so we're going to go ahead and hit the terminal up here. So yeah, all those little transitions and stuff like that, they don't count towards the regular time. In-game time, if you will. Okay, imprint the iteration, we're done. Now this one, we need to actually do something about. So let's go to our ship. We're going to get the reward for number 2. 1 doesn't really make much of a difference, but we got it anyway. We can get it anyway for the whole modules pack. We're not going to worry about it right now. This gives us hab modules, habitation modules, and we do need those. So, going to modify. Alright, first thing we need to do is remove our engines, and then we could put an ambassador hab, put another walkway over here, and I'm going to put a Titan class 1 right behind it. There we go, and we're going to stick the Thunderbird on top of that. That's needed, trust me. Put our engines back on. Okay, they're back on. Is there any other items that we have in our inventory that we can put on? There is not. Okay, we're done with that then. There we go. Upgraded the capacity. So now we have these open doorways. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to build some stuff in here that we can build. We're going to build living walls, silver, 30 of it. So we need 120 of that, which we got plenty of. Silicate powder, we only need 40 and 40 carbon. So let's build those. 1. Pull back just a touch. It gets a little bit crazy when I do that. I don't know why it's having trouble with that. Oh, there it goes. I must have been standing in the wrong area or something. Go sideways through these doorways. It works a little bit better. There you go. Hopefully a glitch they take care of one of these days. There we go. So we got 4 living walls. That's enough for 8 plants, and we don't have the materials to build the plants yet. That's our next stop. Off we go. Next stop on our list is not to Rendezvous 3, but to a system very close by this one. So it is called, hold on a second, I think it's right here. There, Redinquin. Redinkin? To this day, I'll never learn how to pronounce it. Kind of an odd-looking ship, isn't it? Okay, and Redinkin, to our right as we exit. There we go. To our right is a cold planet right there. And if you go to a spot, don't aim straight for it. If I can get back into my first person, there we go. And you go just a little bit up and to the left. Just a touch. And we're aiming for a coordinate on the planet that's at positive 5.00, believe it or not, and positive 175.83. So that's where we're headed. Now, while we're on our way, we can grab and see if there's any other things that I need in here. Yeah, we need that. Plantable seeds and the hazmat gaunts. We definitely need those. Need to put that in our suit. There we go. Anything else? I don't think we need that, and I don't think we need any of those. Okay, I think we're all set. And I'm gonna boost my engines. Alright, so as we come in, the coordinates on the left-hand side are going to show up once we get down to about 2,500. There we go. Where are we at? Positive 5. Oh my gosh, I think we just about bullseyed it. So we're looking for our... We're looking for a Sentinel Hive that should be pretty much right about here. I don't quite see it. We're like right here. Let's bring it down a little bit. And 175, what was the other number? 175.83. Okay, we're actually going in the right direction. Okay, hold on. Unbelievable. It's about the closest I've come in a long time to that, and that is a building. There it is, Sentinel Hive. Lo and behold, okay. Alright, should be able to just beam right down. That was really good, actually. Okay. And this is an aggressive Sentinel planet, but these Sentinels right here aren't. But you still have to shut them down. So let's go ahead and get that out of the way. Shut down. So you have the coordinates and the system, by the way, guys. And if you want, I'm going to show you the weapon here. It's an A-class Royal, if you guys really want it. I'm going to go ahead and grab it anyway. Okay, and then go through it. And I'm going to log off. Okay, we're done. Sentinel's disabled. I'm going to go back to my original multi-tool, though, because I need it. And if you want to pick things up on the way, you can. You don't need to. Right, let's go into, while we're here, we need to get Frostwort, which should be, like, right in front of us. Yeah, there's a whole cropping of it right over there. So let's go ahead and grab the Frostwort. Oh, there we go. Okay. Okay, guys, remember where we parked. That's not a good place to park. About 160, 200, 300, 240 to go. Another 100 to go. Okay, is that it? Where's the Frostwort? There it is, 444. Okay, we're all set. Now, if we can get back out to our ship, that would be great.
Thermal protection falling.
There we go. So real quick, let's go ahead and plant our plants. Right here. Okay, we're going to choose frostwort. Frostwort normally takes about an hour to grow, but inside the expedition, they've adjusted the times, and they now take 12 minutes to grow. So this is your fastest plant you can get. All right, we've got 8 plants planted. We're all done. Before we head out, what we're going to do is I'm going to look this way. And that is our next salvage container. As long as it's on top of that rock that's floating, we should be good. Yes. Now the reason why is because salvage containers throughout the entire area will always remain the same. We got phase beam array, and we got 2 shields out of that. That is very, very important, guys. And there should be one more right below us. Right there. Can't. There we go. Got it. I have to be able to mark it so that I can see it from the sky. Let's get the second one. This one has thrusters. And that's the other thing we needed. And we got 5 modules, different modules entirely. So we're done. Okay, this gets us on to Rendezvous 2. Which is, that was actually, we did Rendezvous 2, didn't we? So we're going on to Rendezvous 3. Okay, you've got most of the hard things done now. With the plants planted and growing, they'll be ready to go at around, let me see, we're at the 35-minute mark now. So about 46 minutes, about the 46 to 47-minute mark, it should be done. Stand. Came over to the station. Now, we also haven't gotten our 100,000 unit flight time yet, so we need to work on that. Because we're doing a lot of beaming into stations. We're going to get some of it when we go to the pirate system. Okay, imprint. Done. That's actually something I need to check real quick. There it is. We got 64,000 now, so not bad. Now, we could do a little creativity here and build some stuff on our Corvette. At the moment, there's no reason to do so. We don't really need to until Rendezvous 4. So let's go to the next rendezvous first. Okay. Rendezvous 4, here we come. It should be straight up. There it is. Right there. All right. Go get a little extra boost out of my person there, so I get a couple extra flight time moments. So this brings us to number 4. And you notice we have only one of those units left, even though we have 2 more space stations to go to. We're only going to use it at the 5th rendezvous. We're not going to use it at the pirate station. Okay, click imprinting. That's done. All right, so that's done. So if we go into the escape menu, we already got number 2. We're still working on the plants. We need this one, so we need the Corvette engine modules pack and the Starship inventory slots. Yep. And we're going to put them up here, because we always need room up top. And we're going to get the second one right. We don't need that right now. No, not yet. Number 4. And we're going to put it up here. There we go. And our technology slots are maxed out. Okay, let's modify. So there's not much to do up top. Let me go ahead and stay in the back here. We're going to put our engines on. We got an extra engine like this, so I'm going to put it right there. I'm going to put that there, that there, that there. Okay. Let me see, is there anything else we can add? While we're here, let's go ahead and put the shields on. And the 1 extra phase beam array. Put that up top. Actually, we can put it inside there. Nobody can see it. It's a sneaky one. Okay, deflector shield. Deflector shield. And hey, let's put a deflector shield on this, shall we? Put it right there. There we go. Should give us, let me see here. So we got advanced moving, that's done. We don't need the upgrades from it, so I'm going to leave it alone. We've got the defending, so it noticed us putting the extra weapons on there. So no, the extra boosters on there. So we're going to go ahead and get the weapons pack. And it gives us a couple extra slots, so I'm going to go ahead into this. Put the extra weapons on. So we only really need one more, but go ahead and just put them on anyway. That one goes underneath, and that one will go underneath. Apply the edits, and that's done. And there you are. Damage potential is complete. So, to review, 1 is completed. 2, except for the harvesting of plants, is completed. 3, except for the distance, is completed. 4, we have to get this is an optional one. We have to get a pirate system, and we have to smuggle units, and as well as engage our warp drive. This will be the very last thing we do, the whole expedition. 5, we got to get all these done still, but these will come in order. So what we need to do is we need to collect this, because this gives us a walker brain. Okay, we'll take that extra slot. There we go. Great, I have all those slots available now. It's turning out to be a pretty decent Corvette. Okay, now before we leave, we have a slot available. I'm going to put this walker brain in. I'm also going to take out the cyclotron. I'm going to keep it for when I transition this ship over, but we don't need it right now. I just need the slots. Okay, off we go. What a monstrosity, isn't it? Okay, we're done with this system. So now that we have the walker brain installed, we need a pirate system. There should be one right over here. Let's see. It should be a... You're looking for the little pirate thing to show up. Oh, right there. That was another one right there. I didn't see it. There it is. Couldn't lock in on it for some reason. There we go. Alright, now there's a reason why we don't beam onto the station. If you beam onto the station, it puts you right next to the teleporter that's on the station. That's great. You have easy access to the goods vendor, which is fine. That's what you need. But unfortunately, they stick your ship out at the 3rd parking space out. It takes you forever to get back. If you fly in, you get at the 1st space that's in the outlaw station. While you're going in, collect your reward. Get that. While we're here, we're going to make ourselves 2 antimatter. Where is the other part? We don't have enough oxygen. I never picked up enough. So I've already messed up my run here. I need to get some oxygen. Okay, that was supposed to pick up my 4 oxygen plants at the beginning, and I'm sure there's some of you who shall remain nameless are already realizing my mistake. So I'm going to run the full distance back here. I could put my rocket boots on, but at this point, what difference does it make? Alright, so again, we need oxygen. We're not going to get it here. We'll have to hit a planet real quick and pick up some. Alright, so we need banned goods. We'll grab those. That's the only ones we really need. And then we're going to head back. You notice I hit my jetpack? You'll get some distance from it. But the running, it's because the running takes so long to recharge. There we go. Okay, and we're back. Okay, so we need to hit a planet to use that warp drive. You know what? Just thinking, we don't need to do it right away. because our next station to go to is number 5, and that's going to be followed by a derelict freighter at some point, which we can pick up oxygen while we're on there. So I'll hold off on that for now. So there's no use in wasting more time on another planet when we don't have to be. I just have to remember to hit those little oxygen capsules while I'm running through the derelict freighter. Okay, stand. Use our last one. Betcha now that you're hearing me say that, those people who are used to hearing me talk about these speedruns is probably wondering to themselves, why didn't we think of that from the very get-go? Okay, so 5 is done, but we have to do something here. We have to go to a different system. So while we're here, let's get the upgrade. Okay. And we're going to go back to 2. We're going to do everything else from Rendezvous 2 because the derelict freighter at 2 is the shortest one to walk through. And looking at the time right now, our plants should be done growing any time now. Okay, let's go. Let's go. Okay, we're going to go to our ship, which is now in the first spot. Turn around. Modify. We just have to put those 2 things on real quick, which is going to be our reactors. Where are they? There we go. 1. Stack it. 2. I'm going to stick you down there. Okay, we're done. There it is. That usually gives us our anomaly. Now, let's check the plants real quick, just to get a rough idea. 26 seconds, see? So let's go ahead and do the anomaly. Okay. Searching for its host. We haven't gotten the reward because I happen to have one on me, so I didn't just get the reward beforehand to get it, so. Just make sure you don't jump out of pulse drive too soon. There's the object. Very nice. We're going to go here, get dwarfed. It's going to give us a couple of slots. And we're going to hit the emergency signal scanner. Done. There we go. And time to land at the ship. Okay, while we're landing, let's go ahead and pick our plants. 1, 2, 3, 4, cross, 5, 6, 7, 8. Done. That gives us cultivating greenery. And that one gives us a nice little upgrade. It's back at number 1? No, number 2. Right here, silent running. It gives us a frost protection. So I'm going to go ahead in here. Install it. Suit here. Alright, good. And, oh, we haven't sold our banned weapons. I knew we forgot something. Let's remind myself to do that. Let's put these in here. Why not? So we got to sell our banned weapons still at the next space station. We don't normally have to stop at a space station, but we'll do that here. Alright, let's go ahead and beam aboard. So many mistakes. Mainly because it's been so long since I... Oh, oxygen. Got 12 out of that one. Oxygen. Good deal. Heating unit. Here we go. Total lockdown. Gravity. Gonna tell us that's a calibration error. Restart hazard. Gonna tell us that isn't really working. And then we're just gonna unseal the door rather than collect anything. Okay, how much oxygen did we get? We got 25 oxygen so far. Lots of condensed carbon out of that, too. Headlights. Okay, let's hope that this has our crew manifest. Not crew manifest, but our... There it is, credentials. That's what I needed. Okay. Let's watch for oxygen. We need oxygen. No oxygen to be found, of course. Okay, update the bioscan. Right, and done. Okay, we got our first item. So we'll keep oxygen. As we run through, we'll pick up oxygen as we go. We need a few of them. Chairs I'm not interested in. Sodium, sodium, sodium. Down the stairwell. Pull back a little bit. There we go. Oxygen in here. Got a chair. Okay, let's go to the captain's current terminal. Okay, he's deceased. Gonna log in. The other credentials. And now we're gonna get the captain's log. And it's always 5 long. That's the second one. There's the 3rd date stamp, the 4th date stamp, and then the 5th item. And we're done. Okay. Any oxygen anywhere around here, guys? Any oxygen? No floating oxygen. Okay, hopefully we have enough to make 1. I'm just going to check around real quick because I thought there'd be more oxygen on this little floater. What about you? You're sodium. No? Okay. Well, let me check something real quick here. Can we make a second one? How many do we need? 20 oxygen? We have enough to make 1 hypercore. Well, we'll see. We'll see. Maybe we didn't need a second one. Alright, fabricate items. Fabricate Corvette items. Done. Turn this on. The Corvette. Keep an eye open. I don't think we'll have any more oxygen on the way out. Sodium all the way. Sodium. Sometimes there's some floating around over here. I doubt we're going to find enough to give us 20, but I'll take a quick look. No, I don't see any. Okay, well, it is what it is. Now that we're on the ship, let's see if we can make 1 warp cell. And how is our starship doing? We have 10%. We should be able to use our warp core for it. How did that... How did we get a phase beam on here? We can't get rid of it. Interesting. I gotta figure out... Okay, we're gonna get rid of this, and we're gonna build our warp cell. Emergency warp core. Okay, and we have to hit the final space station. So let's go ahead and go into this. Take off. We're going to use our warp, emergency warp, which is our last warp that we can do with this warp drive, and we just have to hit the space station and we're done. And sell the items. You know, it'd be really handy right about now. That would be a very good idea. Okay, so we made an extra one. Yeah, I know. It won't let me go into the terminal until that disappears from my screen. There we go. Sell. And that should be it. We should have finalized all of them. Did we get them all? Phase 1, Phase 2, Phase 3, except we haven't flown far enough. We'll do that in just a moment. Phase 4 and Phase 5. Alright, so we're literally 5,000 short of our flight path. That should only take a couple moments. Let's go ahead and do it. That's hilarious. Talk about close, right? There we go. 100,000. And the music. No music for us. I'm sorry. But that means we've done it, though. So phase 1, phase 2, phase 3, phase 4, except the optional, and phase 5, except the optional, all phases complete. So we are done, folks. So to give an idea of how well we did, okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to exit to the main menu here for just a moment. And we'll see how fast we're able to get it done. 6 hours and 35 minutes. Well, there's no way to tell, right? Because, unfortunately, I did it from one of my main saves. So, there is that. So, I guess there's no way to tell. We did it in 53 minutes, give or take. That's how fast we were able to get it done. So, what we're going to do here, we do need to go to the anomaly. So, let me go there first. If you want to take all the parts with you, though, probably a good idea, or what I've recommended in the past, is attach every part you've received from all the from every single milestone reward to your ship. So go to the expedition rewards and just start getting everything. See? There we go. Just keep going. Phase 1 is all complete. We got all the rewards. Okay, Corvette hull modules pack. And you're going to turn this thing into the most god-awful monstrosity you could ever have. But you get a whole bunch of parts out of it, so that's really cool. Alright, Starship inventory slots. I guess we can do that. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and stick that on this multi-tool. It's an interesting multi-tool. Could have saved it, though. Okay. There we go. Phase 3 is complete. Okay, phase 4. And this is for your exosuit. So what I'm going to do, I'm not going to use these. I'm just going to exit out, and I'm going to bring it with me to my next save, to my final save. Okay. And phase 4 complete. Phase 5. Get our anomaly detector that we don't really need. Repair kits, those are always good. Sentinel boundary map. Wheel of Herc fireworks, which again we don't need it, but we have to claim it. And then finally, phase 5, which gives us our titles and banners and stuff like that. And then finally, last but not least, all phases complete. When you get to the final phase, choose this. Mecha Mouse Companion Egg. And you should get a message. You should get a message saying that you're complete. Yeah, the expedition complete, as you can see. Return to the space anomaly. Okay, good. So I'm not going to worry about the extra rewards that come with it. So I'm going to head out to the anomaly now. Ah, see, I forgot. I was going to attach all those parts. Okay, let's go back in. Let's attach the parts. And then bring this particular episode to a conclusion. So we have all these parts in here. Look at all these parts that we have in here. We need to attach these things. Thing looks awful, doesn't it? Well, guess what? It's going to look worse. Here we go. Alrighty, so let's make this into the monstrosity it can be. We have an ambassador class hab that we can add to this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get rid of one of the engines, and I'm going to put the hab on. And then we're going to put the engine back in place. And then what else do we have here? We have the Deadeye cannon. Put that over here. We have an extra of these. I got another Deadeye cannon. I got two of them? Okay. Where can I put you? Oh, I thought we did. Yeah, we do. Okay, let me see. Where can you let me attach you? Okay, it won't let me attach one. In other words, I don't have one. I have to make one. Okay, get it. Very good, very good. All right, let's go on to these things. Wing modules. Okay. Just make sure your ship is flyable. Okay, guys? another wing module. Can we put it over here? Yes, we can. Fin module. Put it down there. We have a second one. Yep, available to build, it says. Can't seem to find a place to put it. That looks good. Let's see here. We're running out of room, guys. Running out of room. Okay, so whatever you can't attach, you're gonna have to live with. Okay, so that's not what I was trying to do. Go back and attach that engine. There we go. Okay, what do we got? Cowlings. Cowlings should go on just about anywhere. There we go. Engine cover. Okay. Never had this much trouble attaching something. Fairing. Good. Bearing. Good. Anything else? Casing. Good. Got a second one apparently. Okay, put it there. Cowling. Okay, good. What else we got? Aerofoil. Okay, put you down there. This is going to look absolutely terrible. Okay, good. Argonaut cowling. Good. Hydraulics. Nice. Can we... Nope, that's the wrong one. Ah, there we go. Knew there was a way to turn it upside down. Put you there. Anything else? Alright, we got some relay joints and light scaffolding. Scaffolding we can put anywhere we want. Relay joint we can stick right next to it. Let's put them all right here. Oh, we have two of those, huh? Okay. There we go. Anything else? Okay, looks like we got all of these done except for this, but now I think... Yeah, we can attach it now. Look at that. Alright, good. Finally, trim. Put it over here. Purifier. We can put it anywhere, really. There we go. Fuel rods. That looks good. Radiator vent, excellent. Some windows. I don't even know where in the world I can stick this. Do we actually have them? Yes, we do. That works. Oh, there's one. Alright, I think that'll be enough of that. What else do we need? Okay, I think we got everything. We got everything we could possibly stick on here. So we're ready to go. Okay. Now we can leave. And go to the anomaly. At least I can get to my ship's cockpit there. The USS Monstrosity. Let's pull in the anomaly. We're going to end our Corvette expedition. Now, one thing we can do too is we can look into, once we get out of the ship, we're going to look into the multi-tools that we have and figure out which one is the best one to go with. That multi-tool that we got from the Sentinel campground, I think that would be the best one. The Royal one is really cool and it's also an A-class. So it's going to be kind of hard to decide which one we want to go with. Look at that ugly thing. Okay. Let's see. So which multi-tool do we want? The one that we have here, this one, it's a good multi-tool, but it's really not going to be very handy to us. But I'm going to take the upgrades out of it. Shell greaser. What else we got in here? The fishing rod. I'll go ahead and take that too, because that's not something I have right now. The others I don't really mind about. Let's go ahead and grab... Let's take a look. So we got this one, and this one. Let's look at this one first. So we got a supercharged slot here and here, right next to each other. That's really good, with another one right over here. We're getting a blaze javelin, which I really don't care about, but this, look at that flora analysis. That's fantastic. That's a good upgrade. Let's look at the other one real quick. Where are we here? There you are. These are two supercharged slots right next to each other as well, with a third one all the way over here. And it's an A-class as well. That's not a bad multi-tool. Red and gold, look at that thing. That thing is pretty... It's a tough choice. The thing is, you can't come across these very often. The other multi-tool, you can come across an A-class pretty often, but the Sentinel multi-tool has a lot more damage. And as pretty as this is, and what it would take to fix it... See? I don't know. It's a tough choice, guys. And I think, in the end, I'm going to go with our other multi-tool. We're going to go with this one. This one I think is a better one, and I have a lot of this that I can open up. I've got 8 crystallized hearts. I'll probably need some more inverted mirrors. Yeah, this looks like a really great multi-tool to take back home to Mama. And you know what we can do? We can put our upgrades in it. So that's one less thing that we have to take with us. I think that would be best. Now, what do you think? So any more upgrades that can go in there? Let's check the starship. Ballista, blaze javelin, bowcaster modules. Let's stick them in here. Wrong one. Blaze javelin upgrades. It's blaze javelin as well. There's another. Okay, what did that give us? That's nice, actually. That's a pretty good upgrade. All right. I'm not really concerned about the blaze javelin as much, to be honest with you. Those are okay. Oh, I forgot the antenna. Okay, well, we'll see. Maybe I can bring it over if I have room. We're getting a Highline brain out of it, which is pretty cool. It's for nanites. All right, and we're getting some good money out of it. So looking forward to what we can grab out of this. There we go. All right. Very nice. Very nice. I think we did well. So let me just do this one more time. That gives us a restore point, and now we're going to close out our expedition. Well, guys, I hope you liked the episode. I know it's just a little over an hour long to show you how to do all this, but it went really well. I think it went pretty well. I did make a couple mistakes, but no big deal. I hope you enjoyed it. All right, let's go in here. And it asks us, are you sure you want to do this? Yes, we want to end the expedition. We can't do anything over here yet. We're going to accept. So we can bring over technology. You notice that I don't have a ton of things that I need to bring over. So I'm going to bring over everything I can. And even if it's not something I'm going to use, I can at least sell it for the nanites. These are worth money, about 200,000 each, so I'm going to go ahead and grab them. This is worth about 134,000. Walker brain, antimatter, always good things for that save, as well as the microprocessors. That's good stuff. Let me see here. Gold is always handy. Tritium will be very handy for that run. Boundary map is very good. I don't care about the fireworks, to be honest with you. There's not a lot of silver here. I'm going to grab it anyway, and I can always put it back. Anomaly detector. We obviously want to take our expansion units. Ammunition is always a good idea. Gels, batteries, I'm sure, yes. There's a treasure in there or two. These things are worth quite a bit, right? Not as much as I thought they were, to be honest with you. These are actually worth something. We'll bring them back. I didn't know I could take these back with me. That's cool. Alright, repair kits are very expensive. Alright, what do we got left? I don't care about the fish. Let's grab the chromatic metal. I think these are not worth as much as I want them to be. Not worth it to me to take with. Let's see. The dioxide is a good item to have. Gratuitous mollusks, pearls. The amino chambers are hard to come by. Again, I'll put this back. I don't think I need that much. A little bit of silver. Same thing with this. I mean, the antimatter is very handy, and even the anomaly detector may not be worth bringing back with us. Let's see. Atlantidium. See, a little more silver, right? Yeah, I know. Frost crystals. Can't believe I have 400 of them. Those will be handy, I promise you. The hydraulic wirings. We have a little bit of oxygen. We have carbon. We have condensed carbon. Hermetic seals are always worthwhile. Yeah, you can see the dilemma here. What do I take back? What do I not? 134. Let's put you back. So the wiring looms are going to be very, very handy. Hydraulic wirings, I mean. It's not that they're hard to come by, but early game for this particular save, they are hard to come by. I'm going to go ahead and put the ammunition back, even though I can't justify leaving it. Let's see. You know, I think that's about it, so maybe I will just take the with me. Gravitino balls are worth quite a bit, too. Those aren't. I'd love to take the glass back with me, but I can't. So, what is that? Oh, the companion egg? We'll be able to get that later. Alright, so let's grab the Gravitino balls. We can sell them. They'll be worth some money. I think that's good. So let's end the expedition. So this is what we're going to get from it. So look at the bottom, total earnings. Watch that. So those total earnings are going to be transferred over to your save when you exit this. So anytime you do the expedition, you get these things. I mean, even that many nanites is worth it, right? 2 million units, 2,500 nanites, almost 4 million units now. Not bad. Customizations. And the mouse companion. And that's it. We're all set. Let's go ahead and hit finish. And we'll go back to our main save and we can get these things. And plus we can get the multi-tool that I currently have in my possession. So that'll be the next thing we're going to get. And while we're in the anomaly, we can sell some of those multi-tools we had. Ignore the message about Apollo that is part of the save. So let me go in here. And you can see you can take all these things back now. And I am going to... It says quick transfer. It's anything but quick, to be honest with you folks. I'm going to put these in my starship. Even the gold. That I'm going to put in my exosuit. That's going to go in the starship. Starship. This will go in my exosuit. Starship, which I've already got some in there. Starship. Exosuit because I'm going to sell it. Exosuit because I could use them. Exosuit because I can use them. Dioxide should go in my exosuit. These are going to go in the starship. Repair kits definitely in the starship. And chromatic metal. Excellent. So do we have room even to carry these things? I got 6 items I can take. Alright, so cyclotron, cyclotron, cyclotron. This is going to go here. This will go here, and we're going to sell these up. We are out of room. Okay, and if we want to, we can create a multi-tool from the one that we had. You can see this is the one, and it has all the upgrades that we had in it. So I'm going to go ahead and copy it. It's going to cost me 1,874 nanites to make a copy of this. And now I have it. I can also create the starship. Okay, I'm going to come back and do that later, guys, so I can take all the parts off of it. But basically, yeah, it's been a great run. We will come back later and grab that. But yeah, that's exactly how you want to get this done. And unfortunately, by the time you see this, expedition's almost over. You'll have a very short amount of time. But as you can see, if you do it right, it takes you about an hour. So, guys, thank you very much for watching. Hit the like, hit the subscribe. I know this is a late coming video, but I really appreciate all of you, and thank you so much for making the channel what it is today. It has been growing in leaps and bounds lately. It has gone, in the past few months, it has grown about 500 subscribers, and that is just phenomenal. Absolutely phenomenal. I expect to hit 3,000 by the end of the year. You guys are just absolutely awesome, and I really appreciate every one of you. Thank you so much. Drop comments in, drop some questions in. Hit the like button, guys. Really appreciate it. And we will see you again next Monday. Take care, everybody.